Number 1. Police wrongfully accuse man of trespassing. In the early morning hours of October 12, 2021, Corey Jones got up early to work on some property improvements at his home. He went out early because he had to take his kids to school, and he wanted to clear out some bushes around his acreage before that. Since it was still dark out, he donned a headlamp. However, unbeknownst to him, an elderly neighbor next door called the cops on him, complaining that she saw a guy in the woods trespassing on her neighbor's property. Officers from the Polk County, Arkansas Sheriff's Department arrived, listened to her explanation, and then stepped onto Corey's property, confronting him.
I'm not gonna go over there. What are you doing? Well, how's it going?
The neighbor called. You live out here? Yeah. What are you doing out in this woods? I know you hear me.
Yeah, I hear you.
What are you doing out in this woods?
I'm just hanging out, you know?
Well, you're trespassing.
I'm not trespassing right here.
You're not. Whose property is this?
This is
Mr. Jones told the police officers that he was not trespassing since he was working on his own property. He then asked the officers for their names and badge numbers.
your name and badge number. I can't quite see it.
It's Hayden Saffold, 1602.
Saffold?
Saffold, yeah.
16. And you, sir?
You live out here in these woods or in a house?
What's your name and badge number?
What's your house? Where's your house at?
I was curious of your.
Well,
Are you not
totally
re-
understand that. I'll tell you in a minute, okay? I know you're recording me, but you got to understand. I'm
The
asking.
officers asked Mr. Jones to give them his address and prove that he lived on the land.
When the officers arrive, this is Sergeant Damon McMillan and Deputy Hayden Saffold, both of the Polk County Sheriff's Department. The Karen again tells them the same story. Of particular importance here is the fact that she clearly does not allege that Corey has trespassed on her property. She's claiming that she was subjectively scared of someone.
The officer told Mr. Jones that if he didn't provide his name and address, he might get arrested.
Am I going to be arrested if I do not tell you my name?
Yeah, probably.
Really?
Because I don't know where you live at, and I don't know if you belong on this property.
Sir, I live right here. I belong right here.
Tell me your address. Tell me your name so I can run it.
I'll tell you my address. My address is.
Okay. I don't know this is
Mr. Jones exercised his Fifth Amendment rights and declined to answer any of the officers' questions. Neither did he care to provide them with evidence to support his claim on the land. The officers then finally made the decision to place Mr. Jones under arrest.
To answer any questions,
Hey, you're under arrest.
I'm under
Put your
arrest.
hands behind your back.
Yes, sir.
Well, until we know.
Am I detained or am I under arrest?
Right now you're detained until I figure out who you are.
Are you going to release me if I give you my name?
Well, I've asked you how many times you've refused.
Well,
We're gonna go down there. We're gonna run your.
sir.
Mr. Jones was driven to the Polk County Detention Center, where the officers ran his name through their system and confirmed that he was in fact the owner of the property and was not trespassing. Despite this, he was processed and written a ticket for obstruction of governmental operation for refusing to identify himself, according to county records. A hearing for the charge was scheduled on December 14, 2021, and Mr. Jones did not attend or pay the ticket. This resulted in an additional charge of failure to appear, which is a Class A misdemeanor. He was later convicted of the obstruction charge by Judge Don Bourne of Polk County, Arkansas. If you thought this incident was crazy, wait till you hear our next story, where a college football player was arrested for being intoxicated, despite field tests proving otherwise. Number 2, cops accuse college teen of being intoxicated. Meet Taven Galanakis, a 19-year-old college student hailing from Iowa. His journey to becoming a YouTube sensation commenced when he encountered a police traffic stop, an incident that has since amassed an astounding 2 million views. Currently, Taven is pursuing legal action against the city of Newton, alleging false arrest, violations of civil rights, and issues related to negligent supervision and training. But what resulted in this chaos? The occurrence transpired on a late night in August 2022, when Taven was halted by Newton police officer Nathan Winters and Lieutenant Christopher Wing. The reason for the stop was Taven's alleged failure to dim his high beam headlights when approaching oncoming traffic. Taven, however, clarified that he had his high beams illuminated because of a malfunctioning headlight bulb.
Hi there. How you doing, sir? Good. How are you? Good. My name's Officer Winters with the Newton Police Department. The reason I pulled you over is because you have your bright lights on.
Yeah, I have a headlight out, so I just keep my brights on.
Okay, well that's not legal.
Oh, it isn't?
No.
Yeah, I turn them when a car comes by, I turn them off. But like,
You didn't with me.
oh, you weren't close enough though. You were like, you
Wasn't close
were a while,
enough?
yeah, you were a while
It
back.
has to be within 5
As subsequently depicted in the body camera footage, the encounter took a rapid turn as the officer began probing Taven about his alcohol consumption.
Thing to drink over there? I didn't hear what you said. One of these?
Need one of these right here?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good start. That's the registration.
Following this exchange, David complied by providing the officers with his license, registration, and insurance details. Subsequently, he was instructed to exit his vehicle.
Have you hop out with me, okay?
Cool. Car on or off?
You can probably leave the car off. Do me a favor, put your gum on your dash there.
Oh my god, my dad?
Yeah.
The officers inquired of Taven whether he possessed any weapons or illicit substances on his person. Following this, the officer guided Taven to the front seat of his squad car and proceeded to reiterate his inquiries regarding Taven's alcohol consumption. Despite Taven's insistence that he had not consumed any alcohol that evening, the officer expressed skepticism, citing the appearance of watery and bloodshot eyes as the basis for his doubts. Eager to demonstrate his sobriety, Taven repeatedly implored the officer to administer a breath test. Nevertheless, the officer requested Taven to participate in a series of field sobriety tests, which he willingly underwent. The lawsuit contends that Taven executed these tests competently, contradicting Officer Winter's assertions to the contrary. After conducting several sobriety tests, Taven grew increasingly frustrated and desired to expedite the process by undergoing a breathalyzer test. Officer Winters eventually conceded to Taven's request and administered the breath test, yielding a remarkable result of 0.0 blood alcohol level. Despite the breathalyzer reading indicating no alcohol consumption, the officer persisted in his suspicion, even suggesting that Taven might have been using marijuana. Officer Winters leveled an accusation against Taven, alleging that he was impaired. Relying solely on his suspicions, Officer Winters proceeded to place the 19-year-old under arrest for suspected intoxication. Upon reaching the police station, another officer conducted additional tests on Taven to determine whether he was genuinely impaired or not. Once again, these tests yielded results favorable to the suspect. It wasn't until around 2 a.m. that he was finally released and allowed to return home. In the aftermath of the incident, Taven made the decision to share edited versions of the body camera footage on social media, sparking a wave of reactions from concerned individuals. This led to hundreds of complaints being directed towards city officials. Newton Mayor Mike Hansen, however, defended the actions of the police department, asserting that the traffic stop adhered to their policies and the law. Dissatisfied with this response, Taven initiated a lawsuit against the city, Officer Winters, Lieutenant Wing, and Police Chief Rob Burtis. The lawsuit contends that both the drug recognition test and urine test conducted later at the Newton Police Station indicated no signs of intoxication or drug use. As the legal battle continues to unfold, the city and its officials have yet to provide a response to the allegations. Taven is pursuing justice and an apology from Officer Winters, who allegedly remained unrepentant and defiant even after the test demonstrated his innocence. If you want to watch more videos of tyrant cops accusing and arresting innocent people, then please subscribe to the channel.